Dick smoothie.
It's so weird that I can't hear myself today, but
I know.
it's
I
gonna
feel
be
bad.
fine. Sorry for kicking Link there.
Get out of the way.
No, he just was in my kicking space. I just no, I didn't. I was swinging my legs. That's what it was.
He should know better. Beautiful.
Welcome to hashtag Dick Smoothie.
Welcome back. Dick Smoothie. I'm your host, Tosh Blake. And today I'm joined by none other than Stanfield Danfield, right?
Daniel Danfield. Dan the Man Stanley.
The man Stanley.
Yeah.
His middle name is now Randy.
Randy.
Remember we were like Dan Rand Stan?
Dan Rand.
Yeah.
Dan Rand Stan. I did forget about that one.
Surprise. That's your name now.
Production is very weird without the headphones on.
We can switch halfway through if you want.
No, it's okay. I'll figure it out.
I'll get with it.
So thanks for tuning back in and thanks for listening and whatnot. We've had a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. Not many emails. Have we checked our emails?
I don't have any emails, but I have a lot of messages.
Yeah, a lot of messages.
And I got some shout outs later for fucking Dick of the Day. A real shout out. A good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any real shout outs to your friends right now for listening?
I love you all.
Thank you to the 2 listeners that listen for me and not for Tosh. I don't know who you are, but if you want to reach out, totally do that.
Yeah.
Watch me just never get a message.
You know what? It's a long game for you. Like, give it like a month and everyone's going to be reaching out to only you, I think.
No.
They're like,
they love you more.
No. But seriously, thank you all. Should we cheers?
Yes, with our Twisted Trios. We made the Twisted Trio for the day.
Just for you. Oh.
She made sure I didn't drink the Alberta Premium.
I had to save it for this special occasion. Also, we have the official rules written out for a Twisted Trio card game.
And we'll be posting it in the description.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to post it anywhere else where it seems like we didn't make it first.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is our original. We had fun with it, and we keep testing out the rules. And guess who won last night and the night before?
This guy
I killed it. I didn't. Well, I did lose a couple times, but I mean, like,
overall, you smoked my ass, and I was just like,
apparently don't play me in chess right now either.
This is
I whipped up that dick.
This is Dan playing chess. Like, if we actually had the timer, which I think we should invest in one, actually. You take a long time.
So do you.
Yeah, I know. But, like, at least yours is with purpose.
Yeah, but we finished the chess game within an hour and a half.
Oh, yeah. Probably in a half hour, right?
Yeah, because I think that was the rules on... Oh, we watched the Queen's Gambit and just couldn't stop wanting to play chess.
Yeah, we went out and bought a chessboard. Like, I was telling Dan, like, I haven't played chess since I was a kid. My dad had this wooden chessboard, and we lost one of the pawns. I can't remember if it was the white or the black. And we replaced it with a single dog kibble. And my sister has it, and I think when she poured it out, she was like looking for it. She couldn't find it. I don't know. It's hilarious. Just a fucking dog kibble.
Yeah. just
you
fine.
Basically try to sacrifice it right off the bat. You're like, please just take it.
Yeah.
Is good?
I think so.
Yeah.
I have no idea. It made a funny color for a second, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Because we're dick smoothies.
Dick smoothies all day.
Welcome, Dak Dicks. Welcome back, dicks. That's all I have to say. Welcome. And we have a lot of things to talk about today, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because, okay. And I know you've been dying. You probably have forgotten about it.
What?
But I was working a retail job.
Oh, yes.
And like just working away, cleaning, servicing customers. The cashier calls me over. She's like, I returned this, but I have a feeling maybe she wore it and I shouldn't have. And she's she's like, hold on, I'll get to it. Holy shit. Rushing me. It was a coat, an expensive winter coat, right? Yeah. So she was just wearing a strong perfume as well. Yeah. So the cashier, Alexis, she goes, Dan, can you smell this coat? Make sure it doesn't smell like perfume, like her perfume, because I have a feeling it might have just been in her perfume, right? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, and I start smelling it, and as I smell it, the customer comes back and sees me smelling her coat.
You're just like this.
It was the coat sniffer.
You did a Hannibal Lecter?
And she goes, she comes up, she's like, forgot what I was gonna ask. I'm gonna walk away.
Oh my God. Imagine if it was like yoga pants or something.
Oh God. First of all, I would have never smelled yoga pants.
They're like, can you just smell like this general area?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Wait, isn't it Hannibal Lecter who's just like...
Yeah, that's not how I smelled the coat.
Maybe it was.
I was just like usual.
Just a little whiff.
Mm-hmm.
You should have wafted it next time. Just waft it.
I think Alexis kind of stuck it in my nose though.
She's like, you need to.
This was pre-COVID, by the way.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. Oh. It wasn't gonna kill me.
So can I ask you a question? I went to the mall the other day, and I was really bummed because I was like, all the stores I was going to, I had like a bunch of clothes, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna go in the change room, and the change room's closed. But it's only certain stores.
It's only certain stores.
Can you tell me like the protocol? Because I'm like, yeesh, what's it like there?
I don't really work the fitting room, so.
Yeah. But do you have I know some stores have like a bin, like when you're done trying on, you have to put it in this specific bin.
Yep.
And then they do something with them. I don't know.
Yep. Yeah. There is like a quarantine bin. But our employees are taking care of it because they're in locked rooms, because we are handling still like expensive merchandise.
Yeah.
And we want to make sure that it's still there.
Got you.
They're being safe though, and there's only 2 fitting rooms allowed to be used at all out of like the 5 or 6 that we have.
Okay, got you.
But it's all in like the same kind of crevice, and that's why.
Store crevice, yeah. Crevice, yeah.
Crevices.
Look at Bugle.
So yeah, you can call me Master of Podcast, Sniffer of Coats.
Sniffer of Coats, totally. That's actually really funny. That's so awkward. But you know what? I mean, I worked retail. I remember people trying to return things. The place I worked at, they had such a strict return policy. It was 14 days, exchange or store credit. After that, you're shit out of luck. Mm-hmm. And obviously, we sold a lot of dresses and stuff like that.
You sold expensive stuff.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes like
very
a good sale for me would be like $3,000.
Yeah.
And you make commission off of it too. But I remember a customer coming in and trying to return a prom dress, like her daughter's prom dress. And there was clearly like deodorant, like
stains or something,
skin flakes on the inside. And I was like, no, I'm sorry. And I'm like, I'm not taking this back. And she fought me so hard. She went to head office, which is in Montreal above me. And it was like this very long drawn out process. But I was like, it's so obvious that she wore it to like her fucking graduation.
Did you still have to return it?
I think I fought it all the way up, and I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. Like I don't see why you would have to do that. Like if you're talking about customer service issues, that's not a customer service issue. That's an asshole issue.
100%.
You know, like, and if you just give in to assholes, you're going to be known as the company that just gives in to assholes.
I don't like giving into assholes. No,
I don't like it.
It's weird because for me personally, I don't think I've ever returned an article of clothing ever. And some people have this thing where they just keep it in their closet. They wear it once, they use it for whatever, and then they have like that thing where they return, they leave the tags on, whatever. And I'm like, who does that? I don't know who these people are, but they exist, a lot of them.
I don't even understand why.
I know, it's a little mind blowing.
I like my own clothes.
Yeah, like once you get home, you're mine. Get in my closet, get in my drawer. You're mine forever. So
yeah, I usually wear them out until they die. I do.
Are you the type of person when you buy something new, you wear it constantly, or do you put it in your closet and save it? Like, this is a new piece, let me keep the freshness. Stay in the closet.
No, I like to wear it a lot.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Often, not like every day. Like I told you, I still have jeans from like grade 9 that I've turned into jean shorts. Like short shorts.
How short?
Short shorts.
Oh my. That's thigh high.
I'm referring to mid thigh. Just so you know.
Just so you know. Okay, so do you want to talk about the possession of Hannah Grace?
Yeah. We watched a horror film the other day, and it's called The Possession of Hannah Grace. It came out in 2018. It was on Netflix, so we decided to watch it.
Shay Mitchell. Fucking babeliest babe.
Yeah. What else was she in, did you say?
You.
That's
she was
right.
Peach. And she was also in Pretty Little Liars.
Mm-hmm. That's how I knew her.
You've watched that show?
Most of it.
Oh my God.
Not all of it.
No, I'm happy.
Okay, relax.
It's like one of my guilty pleasures, and like I don't admit that to many people.
I think I watched 2 seasons, to be honest.
You're like, I watched the first and the last, but nothing in between.
Probably. I mean, knowing me,
I just need to know who's the fuck is A.
That's kind of how I did Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah, I watched the first season, and then I saw Sean Bean die, and when that happened,
done.
I was done. I was like,
I could not agree more with you.
I was like, you ruined the TV show.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I guess it started off as a book, yes, but fuck that. You just killed off the best character.
The problem is they kept dropping them off. Like, so many good characters died, and I was like, what is the point of watching this anymore? It's not like they're introducing like a buttload of new characters.
Yeah,
and just getting rid of the goodies.
And if they ever did, none of them were good.
Yeah, not a good replacement.
Not even worth remembering. So anyways, watched the first season of that.
Yeah. And
then I watched the last of it while it was coming out. And honestly, I missed nothing. I missed nothing. Okay, like I'm telling you, you could have gone like, oh no, apparently there's a Joffrey's death scene, whatever. I'm fine without seeing it because he was going to die anyways.
You know what? Fucking Joffrey deserves a dick smoothie for sure, though. He's such a little...
Oh, he's such a dickhead. Oh, my God. So anyways, Shay Mitchell. Back to what we were originally talking about. Before we even started watching it, Hush, you were like, this movie's going to be shit.
Yeah, I literally wrote Shay Mitchell equals goddess. And then I was like, this is going to be shit.
Yeah, you never know. And also, I meant to look this up, but maybe any of you, like film nerds, anyone that's listening that might actually know, in a possession film, whenever an exorcism is happening, there's always an old and a young priest or pastor. Yep. Why? I am so curious because it's always been a thing, but I don't remember it ever being explained.
When you said that, I was just like, oh my God, my brain exploded. I was like, you're right. Yeah. And you know what? I think it's supposed to be to signify passing on, like from like, you know what I mean? Someone who's probably close to not being in that line of business anymore to the next people down. It might just be like a pass off kind of idea. Like a mentor, you know, like someone who's I watched the movie The Right semi recently, that Anthony Hopkins, I forget who the other guy was. And it was just like that. That's why I was like, holy shit, I've never made that conclusion before. But he was teaching. Yeah. So maybe that's part of it.
It's definitely a mentor kind of deal, obviously. But I think there's actually something to do with the ritual itself.
Yeah.
Or the exorcism.
I think that's worth looking into. That's very interesting you brought it up.
If anyone knows, hit us up. Tell us, because we're very interested. And so overall, let's just start with overall. Overall, it was pretty bad. The first half, though, incredible. Or the first part. I'll just say the first part.
Like the opening scene?
Not just the opening scene. Just the intro. Yeah, I only like the intro with the old and the young pastor. Yep.
They paced pretty well. They gave like enough of a backstory for Shay Mitchell.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna totally bash most of this first part still, but it was still really good.
You know what I really liked about the intro, and I know we talked about, was Hannah Grace, like the opening scene when they're trying to exorcise her. Visually, I've never seen it done before. You know, like when you watch a possession film or any kind of exorcism, they usually show if the person is under the influence of the demon, then their eyes go black. There's obviously some sort of visual signifier, but for her, they just went like this. They split her body in half down the middle. Her original eye color is brown, and then when she's being possessed or whatever, it's blue. So like they actually I've never seen that done before.
I haven't seen that either. And I mean, it was just the eye, though.
Yeah. We're like, congratulations, you made a fucking standout film.
She did kill 2 people. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah. Do you think that she killed more?
Well, she must have had to have, because there was like when she came into the morgue, which is what we'll be getting into next, very much so. When she gets to the morgue, she's much more damaged than just an exorcism.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
She's burned. She was, I think she was drowned or tried to be drowned. Shit like that. She was just like all fucked up. Are they? Chill out, boys.
You destroyed that toy and Link was...
Oh, Link's upset.
Aw. Sacrifice. Did he get the squeaker out?
Oh, yeah, I did.
What a fucker.
The squeaker's under the couch. That's what he was trying to do.
Oh, I see. Why do they have to make dog toys so enticing that they literally need to destroy and rip it out? Aw. I think
he's like looking at
oh
the squeaker as if it's its heart.
Link, no. Hey. No. You.
We've got crazy dogs here at the studio.
They're just on another level today.
So anyways, so the first time we see Shay Mitchell, isn't she's entering the morgue.
She's getting the rundown.
Oh, she's just getting the rundown.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the first time we actually see her. And what she's getting the rundown of this whole, like, she has to go through security.
Yeah.
If you lose your badge, you ain't getting another one, really. It seems
like strangely intense, you mean?
Strangely intense for a morgue.
And the graveyard shifted that.
Like who is someone gonna actually I mean, like, there are body snatchers, I guess, but like, really? Like, this much security. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it seems a little.
It seems a little intense with the security, right?
It's almost like they were expecting something crazy to happen.
Expecting something crazy. Ooh. Like, anyways, so she's got to go to like the basement, and then he starts explaining her job, like taking pictures of the dead bodies and basically processing them. And I'm like, they never specify what job she's actually applying for.
That's the thing. First, yeah.
You're right. It's so annoying. You're like, we're thrown into this scenario, which I understand we need to ask questions.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I'm still like, is she a processor? Because she seems desperate to get this job.
Yeah. She's, yeah, I just thought of something too. Mm-hmm. They have to make it specifically a graveyard shift. Does that mean that she's just like at the bottom of the food chain, or they're trying to make it spookier? But in a job,
no, she's
like,
a woman.
What?
She's a woman.
No, I just mean like
no, make her work the graveyard shift. Why not?
Yeah, equal rights, equality. However, what's weird is like they make it seem like it's of less importance, or like no one really wants that shift. But if you think about it, people die at every moment of the day. That's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, like
I feel like the morgue would not be shut down technically. Yeah. Or like, yeah, you have to take in bodies, but I'm pretty sure it's not just going to be one person working at this place.
Yeah. They're just setting her up for complete failure, it feels like.
Complete failure. So I just had no idea what she was really applying for. Anyways, we just guessed. What did we say? Processor of dead bodies.
Yeah, just something simple.
Yeah.
Even though
I think they ended up saying intake processor assistant in the like towards the end, and I'm like, why?
How can you be an assistant when you're working alone?
Yeah, I know. like intake processor assistant.
Yeah.
Anyway, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense because she doesn't really know what she's doing. No. She's just like it was a 20-minute conversation, and all of a sudden she can do this job.
Yeah, she's just like, I'm fucking gonna.
And she knows where everything is.
Yeah.
It's just, it was a little too much.
Oh, he got it. What?
Oh, it's a squeaker.
Yeah, squeaker.
Oh, yeah, it's done. I tried sitting on it.
Doesn't work. Like a whoopee cushion?
Yeah, like a whoopee cushion.
Yeah.
So, so it's, sorry, were you going to say something?
Oh, just that it's established early on that she also has PTSD.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
She was a cop, and she what?
Well, even at first, she's like seeing things.
Yeah.
Like she's just seeing things that
she's
are
not well.
like, yeah. And she has pills in her purse, which I think she takes. I'm not sure.
She doesn't take.
She doesn't take it the second time.
It's kind of like a last resort. That she doesn't end up taking them, I don't believe. But we were talking the whole time. Well, you kept bringing it up. You're like, how old could she be? She already had a failed career as a police officer.
Because like Shay Mitchell to me,
it's like 30 max.
Like looking at her, I would 25. Never think 30 years old. Yeah. 25.
I think she's in real life, but yeah, of course.
No, in real life, yeah, I think she's probably like 30. But looking at her, I'd say like she just is fresh out of college.
Totally.
Yeah.
And they, what was her quote? She hesitated.
Oh, she's like, sometimes I seize up.
Seize up, yeah.
Yeah, she's on the scene and she's like point blank with a criminal, and why does he shoot past her? I don't know. But shoots her partner because she hesitates or seizes up. And she says, sometimes I seize up with a voiceover. And this voiceover is so unnecessary because I think it just ruined it. And I'm like, in my notes, you're a cop, okay? You're trained not to seize up. And if you were in the field, you probably would have been vetted. And no, I'm not going to send this person into the field if they're seizing up. That's a liability they can't they can't deal with. Not going to just go send somebody out. But how do you become a cop that fast? The timeline doesn't make sense. What I'm trying to say is, I know people that are like 25 and they're still trying to get in as a cop.
She would have had to be real fucking good in order to get that job in the first place, which she was shit at.
Yeah. And like, so let's just say that she was 25.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
She all of a sudden knows how to process dead bodies. No, you have to go to school for that. Even if you have to go to school for that or you're an apprentice, it's still a year or something like that.
Yeah.
I would hope. I would hope. And it just doesn't make sense. So she's already like 26, 27 and she's still an assistant, which doesn't make sense to me because I don't think anyone would just be hired for that job.
No, like police foundations, that has nothing to do with studying dead bodies and like whatever she's processing or not. They do make the job look as though she's going to have a little bit more responsibility than that. That she would, and like Dan kept saying this, he's just like, you would have to have way more of like an understanding of anatomy, a science background, like whatever, in order to even have that job as an assistant, like an entry level. You still need that background. She clearly doesn't have.
Yeah, so she had to have gotten an education of some sort, so that would have taken longer.
Yeah.
So she's like,
she should be like 40.
So yeah, all we're trying to say is, yes, Shay Mitchell
is a babe.
Yeah, sure, but no, you were the wrong choice for
Truly,
the part.
Cassie, yeah.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into the movie because of it too. Because it was just all ridiculous.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get to the horror part of it.
Yes, please. Scare my pants off.
It's called The Possession of Hannah Grace.
Yeah.
Since when is like a true possession film only about possessing the possession of a dead body?
Yeah. And this person doesn't, no one else gets possessed by her.
Yeah, no one else gets possessed by this demon.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you stick with this dead corpse?
Oh my God, also.
Yeah.
If a host body is dead, clearly she's dead, right? Her physical body is gone. So there's still something existing inside of her. That also doesn't really happen in possession films. Am I wrong?
No,
because
right.
Once the host, it's useless. It's useless to like the demon or like whoever, right? That they would automatically have to go and find a new host. But it's still
demons aren't stupid.
No.
Like they should be able to jump body to body.
Absolutely they should. And why wouldn't it?
And I understand possession films because the person isn't dead.
Yeah.
The people are still alive. Yeah, they're being contorted and shit.
Yeah, and they'll destroy the physical body until there's nothing left. Like no eating, no sleeping, like literally like make it so that you can't have any. So it doesn't take a long time. So
there's a scene where the what are those sliding?
I don't know what they're called.
Whatever, the casket drawers.
The body drawers.
The body drawers.
Cadaver drawers.
Cadaver? Cadaver? Cadaver?
Cadaver. Did I say cadaver?
I think so.
Yikes. Oh my God. Did you just dick smoothie me for my vocabulary? Yeesh.
So anyways, the door of the body drawer opens up and there's like a security guard down there.
Yeah.
And he's just, I feel so bad for him, and we'll probably get into this after, but I'm pretty sure what you said, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That reminded me of Blake Anderson.
Totally.
Yeah. What you said was that, oh, is she going to like the demon should be able to switch to this guy.
Yeah.
And which is what people would normally think.
He's a perfect host.
Yeah, but apparently this lifeless Hannah Grace is gonna just consume him is what we are left to believe.
Listen,
at least.
I appreciate when you're misled by a film. Like the remake of Pet Sematary, they led you up to things that you believed were going to happen that was in the original because they kept the same plot. But then they switched at the last second just to mess with you if you're a true fan. Mm-hmm. So I appreciate when you're misled that way.
Yeah.
But it wasn't even like that. And it wasn't even done well because,
because it wasn't done well.
No.
If you've done it right, then it works.
Yeah, you're just like, oh, zing, I was wrong.
Right. And even I give films the benefit of the doubt, right? But I was super confused because it's a possession movie, but it's not a possession movie at all. And that is my final answer.
And if you're going to center around this person who's dead, then you need to have some flashbacks and give a story about her. I feel like I learned nothing about who the fuck is Hannah Grace. And I don't care any more or less than I did to begin with.
No, but if we would have seen Shay Mitchell get possessed, which should have happened.
Or even the supernatural thing of like she starts having like visions of whatever, just being close to that body, like she's actually understanding because she was having shit like that, but it wasn't even applicable to
it wasn't really applicable. They fell short of that, and it's like you shouldn't need to care about Hannah Grace other than her dying and being possessed in the first place in the first scene. Sure, boom, that's it. You know. And usually it comes from a house, not usually like body to body, but we're giving that a benefit of the doubt as well. There can be evil like that.
Yeah.
And they did,
I think probably one of the most important things that you were thinking or that you brought up was you related it to like The Mummy, that movie. Mm-hmm. Because let's talk about what Hannah Grace was doing.
Was because so I with that scene with the ginger guy, I thought he was consumed because that's what you're led to believe, right? Because Hannah Grace is like the demon is revitalizing like the Mummy. If you've ever seen the movie The Mummy, you know that what's his face is sucking the soul out of people so he can he can become stronger.
Which makes perfect sense. If you're destroying a physical body, then you need...
And that's somewhat of a possession movie as well, I'd
Absolutely.
say.
I agree.
And because he's actually possessed, he was mummified, yes. The body is done.
Yeah.
But he's trying to suck the life out so he can be revitalized.
Yeah.
In this movie, that's what you're assuming is happening. But then Shay Mitchell finds herself in one of the body drawers and sees the dead bodies, and there's like a little bit of blood just running down their noses. Nothing is wrong with them. No one is contorted.
Earlier in
like,
the day.
They were just, their eyes were open and a little bit of blood. Like that's it. There's no consumption of anything.
Yeah.
Like she didn't eat them. She didn't just suck the soul out of them. Like they weren't like pale either. They looked like they were fresh bodies still.
They kind of were, but like what's scary about that? It's supposed to be just like you're supposed to be visually shocked, feel what she's feeling in that moment, right?
There was nothing scary about that. So we gave it the benefit of the doubt, and it still fell short.
It totally did. I think
it could have been a consumption possession, right? So
I think probably my biggest question, anyways. Because the scariest part of that movie, I think, was when Hannah Grace's body was like crawling towards Shay Mitchell, and Shay Mitchell was just so fucking out of it that she just laid there and waited to be like crawled on. But my biggest question is, without knowing anything about Hannah Grace, her backstory, besides what was her dad that kept trying to come in and just be like, don't do this, whatever. But the biggest question is, there's a lot of innocent victims in horror films, like slashers, whatever. Mm-hmm. Usually, if it's a woman, she's being punished because she's promiscuous or something.
Yeah, they have
automatically.
Sex, yeah.
But like, what's this like revenge? It seems like this person, if they're gonna keep the possession in her body,
what's the motive?
She's seeking revenge. For what? We have no idea.
Nobody.
And it's not warranted. So I
like
guess
it's not even like these people piss her off
or they did anything to deserve it. The security guard was kind of like a desperate douchebag who usually, that's an archetype for
that's an archetype,
yeah.
but I still don't see why, because it's not a slasher film.
Yeah.
Right? And it's not like he's done anything wrong to deserve it.
But didn't they kind of treat it like a slasher because she just getting a body count for no reason?
Yeah.
That's kind of slasher-ish, actually.
Yeah, that's all it was. So you know what? That's our takeaway. Our takeaway is that a horror slasher writer actually tried to write a possession film and named it The Possession of Hannah Grace, and no one cares about Hannah Grace.
Yeah, who the fuck is Hannah
So,
Grace?
not a 5-star.
How about 5 out of 10?
No.
No?
I'd still give it like a 2 then.
Ooh, ouch.
Like, I liked the first part because we got to kind of laugh at it.
Yeah.
And it was still kind of like entertaining.
Yes.
And like Randy died. Fucking Randall. Fucking Randall. The body transporter also still doesn't make sense. That there's a few lines. Whatever.
Even this stood out to me. Remember when he brought the first body to Megan, which is Shay Mitchell's character, and he was just like, "Oh, do you think you can give me a hand?" And she was like, "I'm not supposed to leave my station." And then she went out and did it anyways. And he was like, "The person who worked here before you would have never done that. Like, you're such a good person." Are we trying to establish that Shay Mitchell has a good heart? That the person who worked there before her had a similarly traumatic experience, maybe? Mm-hmm. Or like, is it speaking to her character? Like, what is even the point of that?
I think it's actually speaking to his character more, because you liked Randy. You thought he was a nice guy. I'm thinking he's actually a complete douche.
Yeah, so he deserved to die.
He was manipulating her into like doing that, and then all that, the dad came in, and then
that's true. But they specifically cast someone who was better looking and more appealing than Ginger security guard. Like, you kind of okay if he died.
And also, isn't when the dad first sneaks in when she cuts her hand?
I think so. Yeah.
So technically, it was a cause and effect.
Okay, got you. Good one.
Cause and effect. But that makes sense. I'm glad we made something make sense.
You know what? You inched your way up to what? 2.2 out of 10.
I'll give it a 3.
Oh, whoa.
I'll give it a 3.
Throwing stars, yeah.
I have an
Do you tell? I have a. Is it time?
Yeah, I think it's time.
It's Dick of the Day, my friends. I want to give a shout out to my man Josh for this suggestion, which is Steven Seigal. That's your Dick of the Day. And I actually did some research because he told me, I hear this guy's actually a really big dick. And I was like, okay, let's see what's going on. So throughout Steven Seagal's film career, he is at least partially responsible for the death of a puppy and 100 roosters. I don't know if there was a cockfight scene, like, I don't know, in his films, to be honest.
I was going to smoke a bowl, but I had to come over for that. Sorry, did you say a puppy?
A puppy.
Does it say what kind?
No. Just a dead puppy now. Rip.
And they left it purposely open to interpretation. So whatever your favorite puppy, just imagine.
Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing. Professionally speaking, Steven Seagal had an executive assistant who, among like many duties, main responsibility was giving him massages whenever he wanted.
Sounds like me.
Yeah, it does. Also, he hired 2 Russian women to just basically be around him who had to provide sexual favors to him.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I mean, like,
if you got the money.
Yeah, why not? No, guys, no, don't do that. I do not.
No.
I don't know.
Unless you want to be the next dick of the day, don't fucking do that.
I mean, like, I'm sure. Well, I mean, like, some women want to do that.
What? Give massages?
Yeah, like sexual favors, like massages on the back of my cock.
The back of my. Yeah,
my cack.
what's wrong with that? My cack. The back of my cack.
So no. So to each their own. But if those women did not like it, then I absolutely think he's a complete
dick smoothie. There's
That's the aggressive one, right?
It is, which he deserves because he's like the Chuck Norris of dick smoothies over here. The point is, like, throughout his career, and he did a lot of stuff. I read something about him being on Saturday Night Live, and he had a lot of material that he wanted to contribute to it. And they described him as being like, it's like he speaks another language. Nothing that he ever said or suggested was funny, remotely funny. And he thought that he was the funniest person that whatever. So everyone hated him in general. Here's my last dick smoothie argument for him. He had an idea for something that they were going to shoot and film. And he wanted to be a therapist, like a psychotherapist. And the woman that he's speaking to is a rape victim. Okay. So, and he was just like, oh, like the whole point of a therapist is just take your money. Like he was talking shit about it, whatever. But the thing that's so messed up is that in this scene, this rape victim who speaks to him, he wanted it to end in a sex scene with her. Because he's like, that's what therapists do. They take your money and like they
fuck you.
Like, this isn't you. Like that show, right? Dr. Nikki. Like
yeah.
But yeah, isn't that disgusting? A rape victim that he's going to have sex with at the end of the scene.
That's ridiculous. I'm surprised he didn't pitch that for SNL.
Maybe he did.
He probably did. He was like, want to know what would be funny?
They're like, do tell. Steven.
If we get a rape victim.
Yeah.
And then we rape her.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God. And I just have to say, for Dick of the Day, he definitely deserves it. But his dick head would have a total, what would you call that? Like a
widow's peak.
A widow's peak? No, but the style of hair cut, like the pony. The pony, like the really fucking tight pony.
Slicked back with gel.
Disgusting.
Greasy.
Like greasy, and like the pony would hang off the side of it. Like,
and he probably hasn't washed his hair in like 2 months or something.
Oh yeah, and also like instead of his tip going up and down, side to side because he squints all the time.
Good one. Good one. That was a good one.
And so what I'd like to do, is kind of like wrap things up in a long way, long way around things.
No problem.
Unless you have something more important to bring up right now.
Actually, I think there was something that you wanted to say that happened to you last week.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to say it right now.
No?
I don't know if I want to say it right now.
You're like, I think I'm good.
I think I just got over it, so
I just brought up some bad
I know. Well, I'll think about it, but I want to do some housekeeping then.
Yeah, of course.
Do you have anything to like advertise for yourself, especially your paintings?
Oh,
your paintings.
My paintings.
Yes.
Sure. I mean,
yes. You don't have to show them off other than, is that yours?
Yeah.
There you go. Like you can see that one.
Boobs.
It does not look like
I didn't intend for that. It just came out and after I was done, I was like, oh fuck, it looks like boobs.
But that's like a
3/4.
A waning gibbous.
Okay.
Okay. Waning gibbous. Yeah, because the light goes from right to left over the moon.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it's decreasing. So waning.
Waning
gibbous.
Waning. He knows all the technical terms. Yeah, so I finished up October. I do have a couple of horror paintings left if anyone's interested. Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, and Hannibal Lecter.
And they're amazing. I have to say I've gotten 4 paintings. 3. Yeah, I have 3, but we got my dad one, right? Yeah. Painting of Bugle, my dog.
That's right.
And it is amazing. 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 You can check it out on my Instagram, actually.
Yeah, 100%.
Do it because it's so cool. Actually, have I posted it on my Instagram? No, I will. But we can go to yours. What's your Instagram again?
Catharsis.on.canvas.
Sweet. So yeah. Do you have a website yet?
I don't. People. I think we're gonna have to.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to make you one.
I do know. It's November now officially, and we're moving into holiday frame of mind. That I have several pet portraits that are going to be done in the next couple of weeks. So if that's something that you're interested in, a lot of people have been like, I want this for my husband for Christmas or something. Mm-hmm. So that makes more sense. Whatever you want.
Yeah, and we have reference photos for sure, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
We can totally send you whatever you need, or just look at her Instagram. It's covered in amazing paintings. What's my favorite one though?
Your favorite?
It's probably
I bet it was Jason Voorhees.
No? Are you talking about just horror ones?
No,
I was gonna say Bill Murray.
Oh yeah.
The Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou.
That's right.
Yes, I've got him in his little toque on my wall.
That's right. I mean, kind of like I owe you because I used to just paint animals, and I've never really painted people except for pop art style, which I'm like me. And Dan was like, "This is what I want," and I was like, "Okay, like I'm gonna have to practice and lead up to it." And you know what?
Nailed it.
That's why I'm doing it now. So thank you. I owe you.
That's just what you do.
That's just what you do.
And I would like to advertise in the upcoming weeks where we're going to be starting up another podcast, just because we do really want to maybe have the Dick Smoothie podcast, but then we're thinking about adding a third one, and I believe our good friend Tobias Moriarty will be joining us with that one.
Welcome back, Tobias.
We're going to be calling it Starting from Scratch. Yeah. It's going to be a podcast about films, whether they were good, whether they were bad. Hopefully we can talk about bad ones too.
It's kind of important.
It is important. And what we want you to do, we will be releasing the name of what movie we need you to watch for the podcast to be able to understand it or join along. Obviously, you can jump in and not actually have seen the movie.
Of course. You might watch it after.
You might watch it after. I do that. I do that often when people like talk about dissect or talk about films on podcasts. Mm-hmm. I will end up watching them afterwards. Actually, what the heck? Why don't we just give them the movie now? Because when this comes out, we'll probably already have started up some stuff, because this is a post-dated episode, right?
Yeah.
Not that we don't want to give you episodes all the time. We've got shit to do.
Of course.
We've got shit to do. We've got jobs.
We got to make the money go.
You've got like 2 jobs basically. Yeah.
3.
Yeah. So we'll let you know that the movie is called Velocipaster, and this is a movie that I was working at the retail store.
Oh, is this like how you heard about it?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
At the retail store, and there was like this 16-year-old kid named Harrison who has like a deeper voice than I do. It's kind of hilarious. And then this like 20-year-old girl named Annie, and 2 people that I never thought would have seen this movie.
Yeah.
Velocipaster, they don't even really watch movies, I don't think. I think they just don't.
Yeah, how would they have even heard of it?
I have no idea. So they were like, you gotta watch it. It's like one of the shittiest movies ever
Of all time.
And
Yep.
I'm like, really? When did it come out? And they were like, last year. And I was like, shut up. Like, there's a movie that sucks that bad recently.
On purpose?
Oh, or on accident. We don't really know at that point.
That's true.
Because that's when they were telling me about it. And then I ended up watching it because of them. And then I watched it with Tosh last night too. Right. I watched it with Toby a while ago too.
Yeah. I like, my brain is just like I have so many things that I thought when I watched it last night.
I do definitely recommend it. So it was made in 2019.
Yeah.
And I do want to just say, like, for an intro for the film without saying any kind of summary, is that the acting is pretty good.
It is.
It's pretty good.
It is.
But it's a terrible movie.
Yes, but there's talent there.
But there's whew, definitely the gangster.
That's why. Oh yeah, Frankie Mermaid.
Frankie Mermaid. That's his name. And look him up.
You know why he's called that? Because he's swimming in bitches.
Don't ever forget that.
Burned into my memory.
Okay. And what else should we say at the end here?
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, let's not give away anything more about The Lost Pastor.
No, we can't.
That's for sure.
No,
yeah.
But watch it so we can talk about it. And you can, if you have any questions, or you can, it's on Prime Video.
Yeah.
If you have Prime, and if you don't, you should.
Do you have anything to say about the?
Hopefully, sorry, I was getting a call there.
Do you have anything to say about the election?
Yeah. If this person would stop calling me right now. Don't want to answer it right now. Oh my God. It's showing up on my computer. Just gonna turn this
Someone
down.
needs to get in touch.
Just gonna turn that down. Yeah, no, he doesn't really. He just wants to sell me weed. That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
He contacts you?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a good deal right there. He might have some really good
Like, I don't even, like, he
That's
really wants to
desperate.
sell me weed.
It's like he's like this is hot stuff right now. It's gonna go really quick. Need your answer.
Yeah, you already know how fast I smoke weed. Like, I'll get.
He must have like spidey senses that he's just like, oh, Dan's running low. Gotta get in touch. He's just being proactive.
Yo, he
just
texts me
being
every week,
proactive.
bro. Like, how fast do you think I smoke? Like, yeah, okay, but not that much.
Not that much.
Like, I don't smoke all day, every day, but on weekends and when I'm off.
Oh yeah.
Off of work, yes.
Yeah.
Of course I do. I didn't mean I don't smoke weed while I'm at work.
Like, I've never seen him. I've never seen it.
Yeah,
kidding.
except I did it on camera a second ago. Oh, the election. I have so many things to say about the election.
Give us your highlights.
Mainly that I almost can't even feel angry when I talk to you on this podcast. Like, I just can't get angry.
That's good.
But it's a really, really it's just one of the worst things in the world when there's a president that's trying to fight all of what America has stood for. And like, I grew up in Michigan. I'm not American, but I still care about what those people have to go through and how it's going to affect Canada.
Yeah, of course.
And I apologize for like Donald Trump making a bad name for Republicans in general too, because I don't think that all Republicans are bad people or anything like that. But this is an evil man, and I'm glad that Biden is going to win. It's just how are you going to get Trump out? Why is he trying to fuck shit up still? Oh wait, he's trying to benefit from the elections because there's some sort of emergency election fund for the last couple months. Yeah. Or the last 2 months of presidency. So he can sway it because it does talk about personal expenses.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we can elaborate more in the next episode.
Yeah, I got to research it a little bit more.
I went into like a deep dive, and I think that for the next episode, I wouldn't mind because to me, the research that I was doing, Trump is truly a sociopath. And I know a lot of people say that, but I have a lot of reasons like as to why. And there's a big debate between what makes a psychopath or a sociopath, because they're actually, there's not opposing, they're actually pretty closely related. Every time I hear anything about like true crime, I am immediately categorize like psychopath or sociopath because it's pretty close call. And I'm going to ask anyone to send any person who's done something awful or that, you know what I mean, in the limelight that you know a lot about. And I think we should categorize them. So we can go maybe more into that next episode.
Yeah, I would love to actually.
Pretty interesting.
And that'll help us move away from films because, we love talking about films, but that's not all we want to talk about.
Who doesn't love true crime?
Honestly. And I think right now Trump is definitely the biggest or most well-known sociopaths in the entire world.
Yeah.
He's when people from across the world know that Trump lost and Biden won, that is a huge thing that every country knows.
You want to know something really funny that I was just like immediately like, oh, total sociopath? Because people do call him psychopath. Psychopaths are usually more successful. That's why a lot of CEOs, like probably Elon Musk is a psychopath, guaranteed.
Right.
Or fucking.
I'm sure he's somewhat of a.
Of course.
Yeah.
But you know what? The reason why I was like, oh, Trump's a total sociopath. I didn't even need to read the rest, which I did. They need to have attention all the time. Like they do stupid, weird stuff to get attention. And that like remix video you sent me on Instagram of him like doing that, like his dance. I'm like,
yeah.
Fucking sociopath.
Yeah, like he had to watch.
For that?
Yeah, he had to watch and get people to watch him dance.
Yeah,
over and over and over and over to Macho Man.
Yeah.
Which is again the worst song for him.
Yeah, they just need attention.
Well, that's literally what he's been doing. Yeah. That's why the whole Russia scandal began in the first place, because he wouldn't let it go.
Yeah.
Because he wanted people to keep talking about him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Nice one. The president of the United States should have enough attention as is. Somehow he's found a way to be more in the limelight than anyone else. You know what I mean? That's anyways. We'll get back to that in the next episode. I think.
Yes, I think so too. Anyways, da.
Dick smoothie? Wait, we got to say thank you for being our dick.
Thank you for being my dick.
Thank you for being my one and only dick.
Should we say it together? Just thank you for being my dick.
Yeah.
Thank you for being my dick.